Hi Aquarius, how is everybody doing? So before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right. I'm seeing us doing work when it comes to the ways that we look within here. It's like maybe even making progress with some sort of self-reflection that we're doing. Maybe we've been putting a focus on doing internal work in a way where we may be separating ourselves from those around us, maybe opinions, maybe even like going into hermit mode, something like that. Which is ultimately about self-reflection and what we find when we look within. This can even be shadow work for some. It's almost like moving through a process where we've been looking within, maybe uncovering, maybe discovering things from the past and releasing those things. This can be childhood trauma, stuff like that. A lot of internal work that we're doing and a lot of releasing and shedding that we're doing as well. It's like really letting things from the past go here. Yeah, I'm seeing it almost be like cycles that we had with past people that came to an end. I'm seeing us like really releasing all of these things, really shedding, really moving through something here. And really putting in the time and work that we feel we need to do this internal reflective work. You may also feel like you're making progress with calling things out that you feel called into action to declare or speak out upon. It's like feeling comfortable, becoming more vocal, working on expressing ourselves. It's almost like expectations that you have that you're willing to call out, or things that you want to communicate or express. This is going to help you feel like you're finding a sense of reciprocity within your relationships. And I'm seeing you almost releasing a sense of stress that you've been feeling, a sense of overwhelm even. And I'm seeing a big shedding that we're moving through. It's almost like putting an end to all of these cycles that you feel like were out of balance in whatever ways it felt like that to you. Anything that didn't feel healthy to you. For some, I'm getting that this is even addressing a sense of codependency as well. Yeah, I'm seeing you making progress with calling out boundaries that you have too. It's almost like this action that we're taking to look within. It's giving you some sort of clarity that you need to be able to call things out accurately and really express and advocate for yourself here. And I'm seeing you be more comfortable with setting boundaries. It's like more comfortable calling things out and communicating with those around you. And it's because you've been taking the time to reflect. It's like really understanding why you need to set certain boundaries or why you need to call things out. I'm seeing you step into a position that you feel good about here. It's almost like you're making your environment into a place where you feel it's safe to step into a position that you want to be stepping into. Something you feel guided into, something you feel guided to pursue. For some of us, there are interpersonal relationships that we're letting go of because we know that the cycles that we have with this person or these people are out of balance. And it's also about making progress too with understanding the things that keep us stuck in the brain space where we're not actually putting things to action. It's like, why am I so much in my head about this? Or why do I not want to release this? And understanding things at their core. It's like understanding the catalyst for these cycles that we fall into that don't feel healthy or helpful or beneficial to us and our growth. And it's like, even if you feel resistant to letting these things go, the more that you're reflecting and uncovering things from your past, the more easily we're releasing the things that we know we're ready to shed and let go of. For some of us, this is job related, this is business related, partnership related. For others, this is like solely interpersonal relationships that we're letting go of. For others, this can even be cyclical patterns that we've gotten into with those around us. And you know, when we have a relationship where there's a sense of codependency, this can also tie into things going on at work for us as well. And it touches other areas of our lives. It's like letting go of attachments that you have by healing whatever wounds these are that need to be addressed, whatever traumas we have that need to be addressed. For some, I'm getting that this is addressing a certain type of attachment style that we have to those around us, to the world around us. This can even be habits that we have, things that we engage in. So in this spread, I'm looking at Virgo, I'm looking at Capricorn, and I'm looking at Gemini. Seeing you manifest a brand new beginning. And your ability to practice discernment and to call judgment on situations, it's what's going to help you continue moving through this new chapter. Something that you definitely manifested. It's like a new beginning that you wanted to have here. And I'm seeing you also want to be manifesting balanced relationships too. I'm seeing a brand new beginning that we're having. For some of us, I'm seeing that there may actually be a relationship that's going to be coming to fruition because this is something that you've been manifesting. This is not with a past person. This would be something brand new. Yeah, it's almost like something really huge. It's like you're going through a really, really big transformation, because I'm looking at double Scorpio energy here, which is all about the ways that like our relationships regenerate, and I'm seeing us be really brave with stepping into something new, something that we want to pursue, something that we want to explore. And this is all tied into a new beginning. And I'm seeing us feeling very in touch as well. It's like really following your intuition here, really listening to what's going on in your body and with your emotional process. And it's helping you explore new ventures and new relationships as well. This is also too about moving into things where you're addressing a mindset where in the past you may have held yourself back from things that you wanted to explore. It's like having a positive mindset and a hopeful mindset, an optimistic mindset when you go through new things, and something that you want to be bringing into your new relationships. It's almost like feeling a renewal, feeling a new sense of autonomy, and feeling confident in your ability to discern situations. Some of us may also be adjusting to a new beginning that we've stepped into as well. I'm seeing us being very happy here. Yeah, I'm looking at the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, as you continue following your intuition, as you continue using your gifts and abilities, I'm seeing it bring a sense of stability for you. This can even be something that we're using to start some sort of career as well for some of us. I'm seeing some of us doing healing work and really pursuing the things that you feel driven by, motivated by, things that you find happiness within, creativity and joy. And it's also, too, addressing a mindset where in the past, maybe if you didn't believe in yourself or you were feeling more pessimistic, it's like addressing that, recognizing that tendency, and learning to move into a place where you feel you're being guided. One that you feel like resonates with you, one where you find your happiness and a sense of stability within that happiness because you're pursuing the things that you dream of, the things that you desire, I'm hearing. So I'm hearing Gemini very strongly. I'm looking at Mercury, which does rule Gemini and Virgo. I'm looking at Pluto. I'm looking at Uranus, which is Aquarius. I'm looking at Scorpio. And I'm looking at Sagittarius here. Maybe even a new life philosophy that we're discovering, something that we want to expand upon. I'm seeing a really big transformation. And you know, when we go through processes with Pluto, they are very difficult because it's almost like letting go of pieces of yourself. But it's in hopes of gaining a new sense of self, something that's going to really catapult you in the direction where you want to be going. And maybe too in the past you had felt like your happiness was less tangible, and as you continue going where you feel guided, as you continue following your callings, you're finding that you're having a more tangible sense of happiness, and it's not as easily swayed or taken away from you. I'm hearing not as easily diluted. I'm seeing us following our intuition here and recognizing where we want to be taking our time so as not to jump into things too quickly. So you can see things come to fruition that you've been manifesting. Because we're recognizing too that when we don't listen to our intuition and we jump into things too quickly, what comes to fruition is like a sense of feeling unsettled, a sense of feeling hurt by things. It's like when we rush into things where we're not taking our time, where we're not having patience, things are not built upon a stable foundation, but it's almost like we're recognizing that when we take our times with things, maybe especially in relation to our interpersonal relationships, it's like what comes to fruition is clear intuition. I'm also hearing clear intentions and a cleared heart space as well. Yeah, clear intuition. It's almost like your intuition is ringing so clearly and so loudly for you. And I'm seeing you really mastering something here. It's like by recognizing when to take action and when to wait, when to be patient, what comes to fruition is you really gaining a sense of control, a sense of mastery here. Especially when it comes to your intuition and knowledge that you're gaining as well. I'm seeing you almost leading with your intuition here with things that you're taking action on. I'm seeing us also learning a lesson too, where it's like, when you are understanding that you rush into things prematurely, you're understanding that it kind of sets you up to be learning a lesson that is going to teach you patience. And it's like, as you continue practicing patience and again understanding like when you want to step in, when you don't want to step in, like when you let your passions or your emotions flood in and you're not channeling them into things that are productive, it sets you up to be going through a cycle where there's a lesson that you have to learn. And it's like the more patience you practice and the more you're grounding your energy, the more that you're understanding the things that you want actually do come to fruition. And you're not constantly having to repeat the same cycles here. And this is about really getting in touch with what we want at the end of the day and being patient within that process, especially when it comes to us growing and us taking accountability and responsibility. Yeah, and I'm seeing that for some of us, we could have been moving through a cycle where where we were in some sort of dynamic where things felt rushed or things felt unclear, or it was like things were not all in alignment to make something happen harmoniously. And I'm seeing that there was a situation that we went through, something that we felt hurt by, but it's like as you come out on the other side of this, as you're gaining clarity and clearing the heart chakra, I'm seeing you be put very in touch with your intuition here, and a very accurate sense of intuition. And it's like these obstacles that you went through, whatever situation that was hurtful for you that you went through, I'm seeing you come out on the other side almost like gaining an ability, gaining a skill, harnessing something, something that you're going to be putting into your toolkit now, I'm getting. And this is too about like when we channel or when we have intuitive messages too, when our heart chakra is cleared, it means that the messages that are coming through are also going to be very accurate and very clear as well. Because when we move into a space where intuitively we're being subjective, we recognize as well that things with our intuition may be off because it's not clear. Whatever it is that we're picking up on, it's tainted by subjectivity. And it's like the more you clear out your heart chakra and like exit out of the ego space, the more clear the messages that come through. I'm also hearing the more prevalent the messages are that come through. So it's like being very in touch with your intuition, with your psychic abilities for some. And it's almost like you lead out with something more tangible for you. So for this spread, I'm looking at the moon, which is in touch with our intuition. I'm looking at Cancer, I'm looking at Pisces, and I'm looking at Saturn here. And this is a lot of water that we're moving through a lesson with. So that has to do with our intuition and our emotions and what we're picking up on. Especially when it comes to energies like Neptune, because, and all of us have Neptune somewhere in our charts, Pisces energy. When our Neptune is ungrounded, it means that things that we're picking up on intuitively may not be accurate. There may be a sense of illusion that's tied to it and things that we're not seeing clearly. And it's like the more cleared out your heart chakra is, the more that energy can flow and the more accurate your perception is going to be about what you're picking up on. I'm seeing shadow work that we're doing too. There may be somebody in your environment that you're setting boundaries with. Yeah, it's almost like somebody's character came to light, something that you didn't initially understand, but then it's like that epiphany moment. Yeah, and I'm seeing you like take this and speak something out here. Whatever truth this is that you find out, whatever clarity this is that you gain. This is also too moving to a place where you recognize things that feel out of balance or out of alignment, and it's like calling those things out, protecting your energy, setting boundaries, things like that to protect yourself. For some of us, this could have been somebody you were working with, somebody you were exchanging energy with. I'm seeing a new opportunity come through. Something that's hidden right now. Something that's going to be revealed to you. Specifically, I'm seeing this, Aquarius. I'm seeing you're going to be successful with something here. Okay, so there's somebody that we could be interacting with that you get to a place where you're recognizing that someone's energy is out of alignment. I'm seeing something that we feel conflicted about here. Some sort of opportunity that comes to fruition. It's almost like there's going to be something presented to you and you have a decision to make. I'm getting that type of energy here. But it's something you don't know about yet. But something that will be revealed to you. And this is about mastering that sense of inner conflict that you have, because you're going to be bringing truth to a situation. And I'm seeing you recognize something that you want to move away from. Ooh, and I'm seeing you almost, I don't know if this is like kind of you recognizing something and communicating this with yourself, or there's something outwardly that you're going to be expressing. But I'm seeing you recognize that there's something brand new that you're going to be starting. And it's almost like whatever is out of alignment that you come to recognize is out of alignment, I'm seeing that shift this way, and I'm seeing you move in this direction. And it's about pursuing something that you care about, something that you feel passionately about, something creatively that you want to invest in even. And it's like this opportunity is going to present itself, and again, you have a decision to make here. I'm seeing it almost be like you're at a crossroads and you have two different paths that you can go down. And one is like almost going backward, and the other one is going to be forging your own way with something here. Something that you feel inspired by, something you feel motivated by. And that is the direction you're being guided within. All right, so I'm looking at Pisces here. I'm looking at you, Aquarius, and I'm looking at Aries. And Aries is tied into Mars, so this is how we want to take action, how we want to initiate things, how you want to take control. I'm seeing you working on something creatively. It's like understanding where your passions are guiding you and leaving behind things that you don't feel emotionally satisfied by. Because you have the confidence to be pursuing your dreams. There may even be a plan that you're making to leave a space behind and move into a new space. I'm seeing you working with the Wheel of Fortune here. The Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarian energy. It's about the ways that we want to expand, and it's also about having luck on our side with something that we want to be focusing on, something that we want to be pursuing. And I'm seeing us getting in touch with our confidence and our creativity, and it's almost like we're transitioning into a space where you're making very grounded, clear-headed decisions because you're recognizing what's going to feel fulfilling to you, what you feel is worth pursuing to you. And it's almost like you're leaving behind anything that you feel like is not supportive of that path that you want to be walking upon. Even if it feels intimidating, it's like a sense of mastery that you're bringing over your anxieties or fears here. And continuing pursuing the things that you want to because you feel intuitively connected with it. And I'm seeing you making a plan to pursue something creatively that you feel emotionally tied to here. And as I'm looking at the sun on the bottom of the deck here, when we talk about the sun, when we talk about the fifth house, This is all about our creative ventures. It's about the things that we can birth creatively. It's about our joy. It's about the pleasures of life as well. And about pursuing the things that intrinsically we feel we've been gifted with ability-wise. And how we want to bring that center stage, like how we want to express that, how we want to give that to the world, I'm hearing. And with Jupiter here, it's about expanding those things, bringing them to the forefront is what I'm hearing. All right, my friends, we are going to leave it there. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for being here. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.